So, if you'd like to know what the last 40 minutes of life is like in the Doyle household, we watch the live performance of Newsies on Netflix way too much because Brinley's obsessed with it. And I think that the final note of Act 1 was pitch corrected, and Ryan does not. And we've been fighting about this. I was a theater major in college. Ryan was a voice major in college. So fighting about musical theater is not a healthy place for us to be. So.
Okay, so we're going to have people weigh in on this debate. So she's going to play the audio file, Brinley, on Netflix. And then we're going to present our arguments about why we think we're going to state
I'm
our
right.
case.
So I think that that final note is just slightly tuned, pitch corrected. Now, the rest of the show is not pitch corrected. There are many times throughout the show where the singers are, because why would they pitch correct the entirety of a live show? If they were going to do that, they should have just pre-recorded it and have the actors sing, because they want to show you what a live musical theater experience is like. However, the final note of Act 1 has to be dead on, especially if they're going to put it on Netflix, if they're going to put it in movie theaters for people to watch. It has to be dead on. And it's very, very slight, and Jeremy Jordan is amazing and wonderful, but he's not perfect all the time, and so that final note is pitch corrected. It is.
All right, so here's my arguments. The first one has to do with, if you're going to open... Why are you staring at me like that? The first one is, if you're going to open up the Pandora's box of pitch correcting, why only do that note? Is that note so much... Is it so much more important than all the other places where people are singing so egregiously flat, and in some cases even in a different key, that they need to fix that one? Is it that much more important? And more importantly, about the voice, it's coming off of he's saying the word fe, and so he's clearly going from a f sound to the a vowel, and so when you say f, you can't sing a note. So he's not initially hitting like a note with the f sound, but then he has to get to the a vowel super quick, but it's high and he's singing it full voice. So I think that little the little jump he's having there in the voice is just him. It's just him getting to the note really quickly by himself. And I think if you were auto-tuning it, you would have gone all the way back to the beginning, because, you could just zoom in the audio file and actually pitch correct the entire thing. So I don't think it's pitch corrected. He's just...
We have literally not stopped talking about this one single note for the last hour.
Where's Brinley?
So, Brinley, what do you think? Brinley,
we clearly knew where she was, FYI.
Do you care about this? Is this important to you? Who is right?
Who is right? Who is right? Who wins?
Mama. Say that. Brinley, are you going to fight with us about dancing when you're older?
Who's this? Who's this?
Mama. Mama's right. So, thanks for your input.
We gotta put you at the end so people actually watch it.
Again, what did you just say?
My whole argument again.
You said the words, it does sound like it could be pitch corrected.
Yes, but this is fake news. You're only taking... I'm not arguing that it definitely doesn't sound like it is. I think that there are aspects of the audio that would lead anyone to think that it's pitch corrected, but I'm not looking at that one thing, I'm looking at the whole. So if you look at the entire production as a whole, it's not pitch corrected. So what about that moment makes them decide this has to be pitch corrected, and it is...
And I would say it's the end of Act 1. That's why they pitch corrected it.
It is possible to make that sound with the normal human voice, the way that you have to start the sound with out full voice and get to it, that it would create an abrupt sound like that. So it could be pitch corrected. I just don't think, given the whole expanse of the production, them never doing it, I think it's much more likely that it's just not, and that he just sings it like that.
You heard it here, folks. It could be pitch corrected, and it is. I will not post anything more about this. Sorry if you hate me. Not sorry.
I just think it's...
Now that I'm hearing it just on my TV, it kind of sounds like it could be real, but it still sounds a little too good.
Like, I don't argue that it sounds too good. I just...
Programming, music coordinator, preparation, that's all that. Costume, orchestrations, synth programmer, sound equipment, smoke effect,
Right.
audio record supervisor, audio record assistants. So that's not looking good for you, Ryan.
Damn it.
Post-production, visual effects, film audio produced and mixed. So there's a re-recording mixer, which means that they probably went in to re-record some of the, not only like the vocals, but the like singing, talking, probably some of the tap dancing.
So the moral of the story is...
More.
Don't argue for 2 hours because it'll turn out that you're both wrong and they just went in and re-recorded it from scratch.
No, I think the moral of the story is...
Wait, Joe.
Look at the end credits, because then you might find out just from that. And now you know that anything that you see that's a visual medium that is, or an audio medium that's mass produced is probably it.
So, we're both wrong, is what you're saying, Joe.
Yeah, I thought I'm saying Alyssa's right.
Oh.
I thought you were saying you're both, but we could both be wrong now because they just went in and recorded
more editing.
stuff.
There was more editing.
They just recorded.
So if Alyssa is saying that just the one note was edited, she's wrong because more than just that note was edited.
Right.
So yes, technically you're both wrong. But on the one note,
I was right.
I'm pausing for you so you can get this.
I hate.
If you're talking about the one note, then Alyssa's probably...
Yes. Again?
I said he converted me. I told you that if someone came along...
Catholic.
I said if someone came along with a compelling enough argument, I would just
Great.
concede.
So I'm not compelling enough for you.
Your arguments weren't compelling enough.
As someone in the music industry, if you I would want to be on Ryan's team because then I would want it to be real.
Of
Yes,
course.
I want it to. I want that not to be super produced.
Yeah, but